So I'm someone who unabashedly talks to herself. I will get into a full conversation weighing pros and cons, going back and forth just between me, myself, and I. And since I started vlogging in public a few years ago, I have started to notice that I actually verbally talk to myself out loud in public. Point being, I can still be alone and have a good conversation. I can still be alone and have a good time. There's still a pervasive idea that being alone is a problem, that it makes you lonely, that it makes you incomplete, or that it means that you're not enjoying yourself. And I want to talk about being alone versus being with other people, self-awareness, self-talk, and a few things that make being alone pretty wonderful. Hey, it's your girl Asante, helping you move consciously and creatively through life, so let's go. I am coming to you from sunny Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. I am on vacation. I don't have a tripod, so I'm holding my gorilla pod in my hand. That's why you're a little wobbly, and that's why people will not stop harassing me trying to get me to buy things. Boy, bye. I did part of my vacation alone by myself and part in a group, and it got me thinking about the values of each. And I think traveling solo is really underrated. Enjoying being alone is partially up to your personality type. I'm not really a true extrovert or introvert. I'm really an ambivert. I'm a little bit of both. Get you a girl who can do both. I love going out with my friends. I love having parties. I get excited in crowds. I'm one of those rare birds who actually likes networking. But I also really value my alone time. I need my personal space. I like to come home to a quiet room at the end of the day. I love long walks on the beach. And I spend a lot of time on introspection and thinking and overthinking, but that's a topic for another video. And part of the value of being alone is having the time to get to know yourself and get comfortable with yourself and to love yourself. Taking the time to reflect on why I did a certain thing that I did or why I'm having particular feelings and noticing certain habitual trains of thought that I maybe shouldn't engage in. Knowing those things can help me better manage my feelings. It can help me in making life decisions and knowing what's best for me lifestyle-wise. Reflecting on your actions helps you to make better decisions in the future and perfect the things that are working, and I really value that type of personal learning. Having personal time to reflect is something that I crave in the morning when I'm getting ready. Sometimes I'll do some morning journaling or some morning pages, and I also crave it at night when I'm getting ready for bed. At the end of the day, I'm thinking about what went well during the day, what I can do better tomorrow, what my plan for tomorrow is. At night, I have to be careful though because I get kind of emo and self-critical. I've definitely struggled with negative self-esteem and negative self-talk, and it's been a process to learn how to talk to myself the way that I would talk to a friend. Learning to be encouraging and patient and compassionate with myself is something I really had to work on and dig through. That's one big reason why I do gratitude journaling before bed, because it gets me in a good state of mind before I go to rest. Being alone has also gotten me very comfortable with my thoughts and with slipping into my thoughts when I'm on a commute or when I'm waiting in line, as opposed to slipping into my smartphone or chatter or some sort of outward stimulation. Not that I don't enjoy a good conversation, I do, and I do enjoy outward stimulation, going outside, doing things in the world. That's definitely really fun and enjoyable and necessary. I love my friends, and I get sad when I haven't seen them for a long time, which happens too often. For me, hanging out with my friends and being at a party makes me feel like I'm having fun, like I'm learning things, like I'm sharing life and experiences with other people, and there's intrinsic value in that. But I feel like my self-worth is actually less affected by how appreciated I feel by other people. Hanging out with others gives me joy and fills me up. It allows me to be there for other people, to spend time, to emotionally connect, to express myself and allow others to express themselves. It allows me to try new things and have new experiences, and I feel really alive when I'm out with other people, but I don't feel productive. For better or for worse, I derive a lot of my self-worth actually from how productive I am. And I can be most productive when I'm alone, focusing on a task, getting ish done. That doesn't always mean working. Sometimes it means thinking through a problem or cleaning my room, but usually when I'm alone for a period of time, things are getting handled. Taking care of business. One thing that I've been focusing on is working on myself and how I want to move through the world, and that's been evident by the themes of this channel in the past year. I'm figuring out how to adult, not just generally, but how I want to adult, how I want to live my life. And yes, that takes going out and trying things, but for me that's also meant introspection. It's meant study and watching how other people manage their time and how other people have optimized their lives. And that sort of thinking and figuring myself out can only happen when I have time and space to myself. Over the past few months, I've made Sundays my maintenance day. I usually don't go out much, and I spend the whole day on things like meal prep, washing my hair, making my plans for the week, making sure that my life is set up well. And I found that taking the time to be alone and be productive, set myself up, create things that I think are important, makes me happier when I'm with people the rest of the time because I feel like my personal end of the equation has been taken care of. For me, one of the worst feelings is going out to a social event knowing that I have ish to do. Even when I'm on this vacation, I'm thinking through my goals, I'm thinking about my life, I'm reading books, I'm making this YouTube video, all things that make me feel good because I feel like I'm making progress. And I like to feel good on vacation. This is part of the reason why I'm really not interested in being in a serious relationship right now. I think companionship is well and good and fun, but right now I'm building. My focus is on building the basics of my life, knowing what I like and what I don't like, what I want my morning routine to be, what time I like to eat in the evening, how I can manage my personal health through those things. I'm building myself so that I know that when I do settle in with a partner, they're getting the best version of myself that I want to be in the future going forward, not just the version that it was convenient for me to be in the past because I didn't really have time to think about it that much. And I'm still building things like my YouTube channel and my career and my social circle. I feel like I have quite a bit to do before I'm really comfortable incorporating another person who has their own goals and habits and sense of self into my personal everyday life. And I just really value my independence right now. Miss Independent. I love being able to do what I want when I want and feeling like I'm self-reliant and I can carry my own. I love it cause she got her own. And I feel like becoming the best version of myself and knowing myself as an individual will make me an even stronger fit for someone who I do want to be with long term. So that's why I love being alone. If you're new here and you're interested in personal development and social awareness, then you should subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss new videos. In the comments, let me know if you enjoy being alone like I do, or something that you've learned about yourself lately. And big thanks to my Patreon patrons who are super important in helping me to grow this channel. All my patrons are listed in the description. As always, remember to live spiritedly and think creatively, and I will see you next time. What's making me happy lately is being on vacation. I took a 2-week vacation. It's my first 2-week vacation ever. It's the longest vacation I've ever taken. And I went to Buenos Aires, Argentina, and now I am in Rio, Brazil. I'll probably make a video about it later on, but for now I just wanted to get something out there. If you're interested in following along on my trip, you should follow me on Instagram. I've been updating my stories and you can catch the highlights. But it's been really great to be unplugged and relax and also just explore new places and hang out with folks. So I've been enjoying vacation. That's where I've been for a lot of this month. I'm also really excited about VidCon coming up in June. I will be at VidCon, so if you're going to be there, let me know. Be sure to say hi. I love when people come up to me and, I love hugs. I'll be a speaker this year, so I'm on a couple of panels. You can check those out in the link below, which is on VidCon's website, but I would love to see you there. Well, I'm going to go for a little dip in the pool. I'll be right back. Miss Unafraid, Miss Out of My Way, Miss Don't Let a Man Interfere, no, Miss On Her Own, Miss Almost Grown, Miss Never Let a Man Help Her Off Her Throne, no.